He's a senior research fellow at the Center for China and Globalization. A warm welcome. So we're hearing reports from the meeting that the US could lift recently imposed export controls on goods such as semiconductors if China sped up the delivery of rare earths and magnets. How crucial is this agreement?
Well, I think for the U.S., this is an existential issue because, we talk a lot about these rare earth metals and their use in everything from electric vehicles to other applications. But the crucial one is military. And if the U.S. does not regain access, in particular to samarium, within 12 months, it could be deaf, blind, and defenseless, because samarium in particular is used for missiles. It's used for other key applications that really form the foundation of the American military machine. So I think the speed at which the U.S. sought to negotiate with China, I think, really demonstrates its desperation in this regard.
You've spoken about the military ramifications there. In terms of the pure economics and macroeconomics here on global trade, what would be the significance if these two economic titans don't come to common ground?
Sure. Well, I think, the best case scenario is some durable agreement is reached. And I do think this is possible. The main obstacle here, I think, is the delusional U.S. view that it can undermine China's rise. And I think what we've seen with its weaponization of American technology, that it is as vulnerable, if not more vulnerable, to similar measures taken by China. So, I think it is certainly possible that the U.S. has a psychological, emotional breakthrough or catharsis that will let it interact with China on a more realistic basis, and that it realizes it cannot close this technological gap with China by mere fiat or just declarations, but that it really has to accept a world where China does hold many of the high cards, as it were.
Trump's shifting tariff policies have already roiled global markets, sparking confusion in major ports and cost companies tens of billions of dollars in lost sales and higher costs. Do you think in some ways the damage in terms of the loss of trust can be rectified?
That is such an important point. And unfortunately, I think the answer is no. Many business executives in the U.S. have exactly hit on this issue, that the damage to the American reputation and the American brand, whether or not these policies are reversed, may be long-lasting. And of course, we are seeing trade flows, investment flows being rerouted precisely because of these reasons. And I think this is one reason why we see China-ASEAN trade and investment growing so strongly.
Andy Mok, we appreciate your time coming in from Beijing for us today. Thank you so very much indeed. Senior Research Fellow at the Center for China and Globalization.